Hello YouTube. So far these dissertations on fountain pens have been on factual subjects, but some friends think I should make some opinion pieces as well. I would hate to express arbitrary personal opinions and would only wish to air my views based on established facts. A question I get asked quite often is, what is the best fountain pen for a novice? I have heard answers like, oh, just get a Montblanc 149, it is good to start with the best. Well, I'm afraid I cannot agree with that. Not everyone aspires to a 149, and neither does everyone consider it as the ultimate in fountain pendom. Some suggestions became close to defaults as can be, such as the Lamy Safari, the Pilot Metropolitan, or things like a vintage Parker or derivatives. But please allow me to offer some of my thoughts. My idea of a starter pen would be an affordable cartridge pen with a converter, and as simple as can be, in demonstrator form. Taking availability into account, my first pick would be the Wingsung 659 by Victo. If you want to go cheaper, go for the Jinhao 992. But if you want to spend a bit more, consider the Lingmo Lorelei, or maybe even the Sailor High Ace Neo. Use only the converter for bottled ink. Something like a Parker Quink or Waterman would be quite ideal, as they're the most easygoing and as vanilla as can be. Here's my reasoning behind this. With a see-through pen, you can see how your manipulations translate into its inner workings, and then the results. Turn the converter's knob, you can see the piston moving up and down, and how ink is pulled into the reservoir through the nib and feed. And then, when writing, how ink is pulled out of the nib and replenished by the feed, and so on. I consider it quite useful to have an understanding of the inner workings of a pen that can be translated to regular pens of other types. The main thing is to build up a mental mapping of knowing the effects of what you do, be it filling or writing. The next phase is to learn how to take it apart and put it back together again, which offers an even greater understanding, and the see-through material allows you to see how everything comes together. Certainly, the Vista, the clear version of the Lamy Safari, ticks all the boxes as well. But this anatomical grip is definitely a love it or hate it feature, which might put off some people. If you do consider it, it is best to go to a retailer to try it in your hands before making a decision. The other side of the coin would be going for a pen of black box design, such as the Parker 51. The 51 was and still is a technically complex pen. The user only needs to know simple things like press the button or the press bar so many times to fill it, and that's all. This is the idea of a black box design. By isolating the user from the inner workings of the pen, the user just needs to know the input it requires, and the output just pops out at the other end. Sure enough, if you just want to have a pen for use without wishing to know anything about its inner working, a black box design would also be of merit. While the 51 can only be found used, they might need to have a bit of attention by an expert repairer in order to make it fully functional. But there are lots of pens of similar designs like those from China, like the Hero 616 or 612 or 100 and such. The 616 can be excellent, but the presence of inferior counterfeits can be a bit of a problem. Those sold in single unit blister packs tend to be much better. The 612 is less common and a little smaller, but can be a safe bet as well. I'm afraid I cannot give you an ironclad buy this answer. Like most purchases, it depends on your needs, and having an understanding of what your needs are would go a long way to finding the perfect one for you. I hope this is of some help. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you like, and I'll be back again soon. Bye for now.